All right, folks. Adam Kinzinger warns that the 2024 election is going to be a mess. Let's watch.
Are pointing to the next election having a similar controversy at the end of the day. It's very possible. We're seeing allies of President Trump being elected to run elections in state after state. I've already pointed out the divide between Republicans and Democrats over what happened on January 6th. How worried are you about 2024?
Very worried. I have an organization, Country.
So I just want to be very clear. This guy is a Republican. So a Republican telling you that they give a shit about elections is, wait for it, lying. They are lying. Adam Kinzinger, of course, has said nothing about all of these voter restriction laws being passed in Republican states. In fact, he's supporting a good number of them, right? So this guy is just like, his only brand is that he's like, Trump is bad. Every other part of the Republican ideology, he's right there lockstep. The only thing that he disagrees with is Trump is bad. Like, Adam Kinzinger's the kind of motherfucker that doesn't want to storm the Capitol. What he wants is to just ban black people from voting so that, you win just in that election counting anyway, right? What he wants to do is just ban anyone who's a Democrat from being able to vote so that it doesn't go to the point where January 6th matters at all. That's his strategy. So again, just throwing that out there. But again, I want to see what he has to say.
First, country1st.com. One of the things we're focusing on are those election level elections as well. The people that will determine whether they certify an election, what kind of equipment's being used. We just saw recently in New Mexico, people refusing to certify an election because they use Dominion voting machines, which are actually really good voting machines, but they bought into this conspiracy. And this is the untold thing. We focus so much on what goes on in DC and Congress and the Senate, but when you have these election judges that are going to people that don't believe basically in democracy, authoritarians, 2024 is going to be a mess. And
now again, what needs to be understood is the only problem this guy has is with Trump people. He wants Republicans to do the same thing, but that just aren't loyal to Trump, right? Like, that's the core difference here. Like, if you were to ask Adam Kinzinger who won in 2000, what do you think he would say? Who won the election, the presidential election of 2000? Ask Adam Kinzinger that question. Because that's the style of electioneering he wants. His whole sole personality is anti-Trump. He wants to install all of the Republican agenda, right? The anti-democracy Republican agenda. It's just he doesn't want it to be attached to Trump. Because he views Trump as a sinking ship. He views Trump as it's a sinking ship, it's not going to last, and if the Republican Party is going to maintain any power, we need to move past him. That's it. Everything else, he's in lockstep. So again, the reason why I wanted to talk about this guy is because, again, he's heralded as some hero of democracy. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Right? Like, that's what he's heralded as. But he's just another drone that just has one disagreement. And that's it. So anyway, I just wanted to play that clip real quick. I don't really have any super extensive commentary. But I just hate Adam Kinzinger. I hate Liz Cheney. I hate both of them. So, just throwing that out there. I just wanted to make sure I covered that ground at some point. Am I going to cover Joe Rogan? What did he do this time?